Hi, I'm Dara Dietz, and today we are going to spend some time talking about the Incurables program. I'm here with Denise, and we are going to go into and see what the Incurables is all about.
So Dara, I'm thinking that it's good news that there is such a thing as an Incurables program. Can you tell me a little bit more about what an Incurables program, what the goal of that program is, and a little bit more about the program?
Okay, the Incurables program is all about supporting your body in removing the disease, the condition, healing whatever is going on with you. Your body knows how to do this work. What we need to do is provide it the nutrients, nutrition, and the ability for the body to do the self-healing that it's capable of doing. The Incurables program is all about supporting the body in healing itself.
So Dara, under what circumstances should a person consider doing an Incurables program?
All right. The Incurables program is all about supporting the body in healing itself. This is something that you want to do when you have been given a death sentence, when the doctor says you've got like 6 months to live. Cancer, serious cancers, any condition where the body has lost the ability to naturally be able to get on top of a disease condition with just a normal food program. When the toxicity has become so intense in the body that it needs extra help, a boost, you need to rebuild from the ground up. It's time to stop eating and start just pouring the nutrition in and providing the herbal nutrition, the herbal nutrients that will rebuild and support health in the area that has become sick.
So Dara, you mentioned cancer, and I'm also wondering if there are other conditions that may not be so extreme that a person could consider doing the Incurables program for if they just wanted to feel better or reduce symptoms.
Yes, it is excellent for clearing serious arthritic conditions. The liver is the vacuum cleaner of the body, and what we are doing with the Incurables program is we are supporting the liver in detoxing the body. So any condition that is going to benefit from detoxing, where the liver is being supported to remove the waste from the body, where you've got that internal vacuum cleaner going, this is something that would benefit from the Incurables program.
Okay, and as I understand it, there are three basic pieces to an Incurables program that are considered foundational before you begin the intense cleansing of the body. And those three foundational pieces are related to food, and they are related to nutritional supplementation of the body, as well as cleansing the body to get ready to receive the benefits of the Incurables program. And so can you name those three foundational pieces? And then in other videos, we'll talk about each one specifically.
Okay. The Incurables program is made up of three components pretty much. The foundational programs are established and continued throughout the whole healing process. The foundational program is the nutritional part, which is your food program. It would either be juicing, eating raw, vegetarian, whatever we decide or you decide is the food program you're going to use depending on the degree of the disease that you have or the degree of work that you want to do. That is part one of the foundational programs. Part two is echinacea. It's boosting your immune system. The immune system is responsible for enabling the body to remove the disease from the system. So an immune cell has to attach to each piece of waste so that it can be removed. So the immune system must be boosted. There must be enough immune cells to support the work that you're doing, the die-off that is being created. The third part, of course, is bowel cleansing. Bowel cleansing is established and continued throughout the whole healing process and pretty much for the rest of your life. The bowel is the largest eliminative organ of the body, and it's got to be open and working well, or anything that you are cutting loose, any waste that is being processed out is just going to be reabsorbed. If it sits too long in the bowel, it will be reabsorbed and you're going to feel like you've been run over by a Mack truck. So the three parts to the foundational programs, which are established and continued throughout the whole healing process, is the nutritional part, the food program, and that can vary. You can go from one to another. It doesn't have to be the same one all the time. The echinacea, immune boosting part, and your bowel cleansing.
Okay. And as I understand it, the Incurables program is not something that is new. Can you talk about your the history of the program just a little bit and how you came to understand the fundamentals of it?
All right. I was introduced to the Incurables program in the late 90s, and my understanding is that it was developed by Dr. John R. Christopher. He was the original founder of the Incurables program. One of his top students was Dr. Richard Schultz, and he did a video series years ago where he laid it out, and it was an extremely helpful series that he did with Sam Beiser. And that was how I was introduced to the Incurables program. Of course, each healer, each person is going to tweak it a little bit their way, so I've turned it up in places, changed it around a little bit from what the founders, those Christopher and Schultz, had originally had, but it's still right along the lines of what they had done, how they had founded it.
And how long have you been studying and practicing herbal medicine?
I kind of grew up on it to some degree. My father was a biochemist and quite natural for the 60s and 70s. He still stayed very close to allopathic medicine, but he did introduce herbs, and I had some understanding of the value of the herbs in the plants growing up, some of the things that he introduced me to as a child. In the 1990s, I had become very ill with kidney issues. In the mid-80s, I'd been in a car accident where my back had been broken. The spine had been broken. I was not paralyzed, just broke one of my vertebrae. Caused quite a bit of back spasms, issues there. And then because of the emotional trauma of my childhood growing up, I had a lot of issues going on in my body. A girlfriend of mine introduced me to Dr. Schultz, and it just fit. It was what I needed, it was the answers I needed, and I began doing the program. Was very comfortable with the concept of making the formulas and producing it myself. I didn't have the money to take and buy all the tinctures and everything I needed, so I got the formulas out of the Incurables manual and just started putting them all together myself. And word of mouth got out, people started asking questions, and as I started getting better and feeling better, the word just began to spread, and it just kind of snowballed. And so here I am today.
So Dara, if people are interested in the Incurables program, where could they get information?
I've got information out there on my blog, which is daradietz.me. Our ministry website is ladyofherbs.com. And of course, I've got quite a few YouTube videos out there. You can also reach me by email if you have questions that you would like to ask. Dara Dietz at healmarketplace.com. Any of these are excellent ways to reach me, and I am also available for consultation.